Hello everyone, this is Franz from Wake Up Franz. 처음에 뵙겠습니다. We are going to be talking about 방탄소년단의 민윤기 그리고 방탄소년단의 정호석 friendship. Their friendship. We're going to be talking about SOPE. Period. So just going straight into it, bro. We have two piles here. We're going to be talking about how their friendship appears to the public and what their friendship is actually like. So, starting off. What their friendship is like to the public is Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. So there's very much this sort of vibe about them that it's like there's something that they know that we don't. They have inside jokes or share looks that the public doesn't necessarily always know how to interpret or feel included on. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like an interviewer to work or someone they were comfortable around, rather, I guess, who wasn't necessarily fully a friend, but was familiar with them, would feel a little bit strangely left out, despite that not necessarily being their position. Going into it deeper is from the outside perspective, at least in the public, that's a little bit more impersonal, is that people can see that they're tight. They're right for each other. They're super smart, thick as thieves, and they seem to run together and have this sort of passion about them, constantly encouraging each other in this good energy, the type of friendship that one would see and would desire for themselves. It's very much this kind of, even with, the queens themselves, the melding of, wind and fire, which, the oxygen fans the flame and just ends up glowing brighter. And, a little bit of feminine energy in here also, with the earth here, very much kind of chill vibes. It seems like, or at least to the public, they can see the image that's projected, but there's no way that they're getting past what's shown to them. It's very much the vibe of you have to be there, you have to know them, you have to know both of them, and be around both of them in their presence for quite a while before you can really understand what the depth of it is. So going into the second pile and our overalls, Justice, 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and 6 of Pentacles. Overall bottom, Hierophant, 8 of Pentacles, peeking out, King of 2 of Cups, and 4 of Pentacles. So one thing I'm going to say is, when I was shuffling for this, they have this weird sort of drunkenness and attraction to each other. Also peeking out is the World. Very much the vibes of they have a really deep, intimate type of bond. If, both of them were into, masculine energy or men, I wouldn't be surprised if they had one of those bonds that could turn into romance. That's if they were into each other. This is not me just talking out of my ass. I'm being so for real here that, they feel like they could have at least somewhat of a feasible relationship if they provided the conditions were right, were into each other like that. They have this almost bit of a Neptunian drunkenness type of vibe. This being taken with each other. When they're together, it's almost like the world around them doesn't exist unless they want other people to be present and feel like they're part of what's going on. So it's very much sometimes, or maybe I would say in the beginning when they first met each other, it was kind of like Hobie and Yoongi plus everyone else, instead of them being lumped into that everyone else, if that makes any sense. Going into it, they're actually very fair to each other. They do a lot of celebrating and hanging out, and they might not do so much digital communication in terms of texting, but when they do, it's actually quite meaningful. It's kind of like they've established that it's a do or die. Either you're with me forever or there is no us, period type of friendship. So if they were not to be speaking as much or dealing with each other as much, be concerned, because they seem to mean quite a lot to each other. Even with the Hierophant, it just kind of tells me that they do a lot of exchanging of advice and have deep chats and might even, have considered traveling together and doing a lot of things together. J-Hope has probably kind of brought Yoongi out of his shell, or rather is able to see the true side of Yoongi that he does not often show to others. Not necessarily as in he's super closed off, but J-Hope just kind of has this energy as in he's never going to back down or turn away or get scared if, Yoongi accidentally or purposefully shows a side of himself that he might not find as digestible to others. So it's very much like harmonious. There's dissonance, but it goes with the music, if that makes any sense. They also did a lot of learning through each other and had to kind of adapt to each other as people. So that's kind of what makes their friendship so strong, is that they do kind of bring the uncomfortable side out and are able to kind of exacerbate and glorify it and be within it. So I guess what I'm kind of saying is they're perfect for each other. You even have the Two of Cups here. They're perfect for each other. And if they were in a relationship, they'd be even better for each other. I mean, I guess then again, what it is you do kind of want to be dating someone who's like your best friend. If so, I'm not saying they date. Don't go that far. But what I'm saying is their friendship is probably kind of what it feels like, one of the best damn connections that you could get. It's kind of like, I don't know anything about astrology. Don't quote me on this. But it's giving like 10th house energy. Like the communication with them is just off the walls, off the charts. Four of Pentacles. What they have is very coveted. They really don't be letting anyone in their mess. So that's why it's SOPE and not SOPE plus whoever. It just fits. It ships, and that's just, it is what it is, guys. Other than that, I really don't think that there's much else to say about this. Other than that, they kind of had the perfect friendship. And if you are looking for a best friend, you want to look for somebody that's like this. Anyway, yeah, that's it from me. Let me know if there's any other friendships that you would like me to read for in BTS or other K-pop groups. Feel free to send any criticism, comments, or, drop a like on the video. Run over to Tumblr and send me more requests. Other than that, yeah. If you can't get down with it, get down. Don't get down with friends. I know.